What's up, scrappers, refiners, subscribers, and precious metal enthusiasts? Today we'll be refining some sterling silver jewelry that we got from Mrs. Brenda over at the local thrift store. Nice-looking stuff, but it never sold, and she would rather have the pure silver. First thing we'll do is heat it with a propane torch. Not hot enough to melt it. Just enough to burn off any oils or coatings so that our nitric acid can properly penetrate the material. Then we'll pour some distilled water into our beaker and start adding in the jewelry, being extra careful with the heavier pieces so we don't damage our glassware. After that's done, we'll add distilled water until all of our material is submerged. We'll be using Alchemy Labs nitric acid, which is now the only nitric acid I use in refining. At 70%, it's stronger than most readily available brands. On top of that, it's actually cheaper. And the company has fast, free shipping.
Do not try this at home. In this video, I am using dangerous and corrosive acids that create toxic and even deadly fumes. An extensive working knowledge of these acids and their reactions is mandatory, and all personal protective equipment must be used. Disclaimer. I am not liable for any injury or damages that may occur from an attempt to recreate or duplicate any actions shown in this video.
Here we're going to measure out 100 milliliters of nitric acid, then carefully add some in, a few milliliters at a time. We will pay close attention to how the materials react to the addition of nitric acid. If everything is truly sterling silver, it should start reacting fairly slowly. But if we overlooked a piece that may have been silver-plated on copper or brass, we could have a violent reaction which could cause a boil over. So we start slow and move forward based on the reaction. Everything seems to be going as it should, so we will add in the rest of our 100 milliliters of nitric. Give it a little shimmy shake. Turn up the heat and allow our nitric acid to begin dissolving our material. After a bit, we will add in another 100 millis of nitric acid, then give it some time to go to work. This is a time-consuming process, but have no worries. I've sped everything up in editing so you won't have to watch a 5-hour-long video. After an extended period of boiling, it's natural to wonder how much metal is still being dissolved. We check this by removing the lid or watch glass from the beaker and then putting it back, noting the production of orange or brown fumes, which is the result of base metals being put into solution. We'll mix it up and add a few more milliliters of nitric. Then we'll leave the heat on high and allow it to boil until it's no longer producing any fumes. When all of the fumes are gone and there are no longer any significant pieces of material left in the solution, we turn off the hot plate and give it some time to cool down before we move on to filtering. We're just using 2 standard coffee filters to catch any remaining solids or junk from our solution. When that's finished, we separate it between 2 beakers and turn the hot plate on high to begin boiling it down to concentrate the solution. We add in this bar of previously refined silver so that any remaining nitric left in our solution will be used up during the boiling. You can see from the reaction that we still had leftover nitric in our solution. It's a good thing we didn't skip this step. Leftover nitric in solution will cause major problems during the cementation stage. When our solution is sufficiently reduced, we allow it to cool and then double the volume by adding in distilled water. After that, we filter it again to catch any particles or dirt. Now that we have a nice clean solution to work with, we add in a copper bar. In layman's terms, this is simply called cementation. But what's really happening here is truly fascinating. It's a single displacement, redox reaction, where the copper atoms oxidize and lose electrons, becoming copper ions in solution. Meanwhile, the silver ions gain those electrons and come out of solution as cement silver. We will leave the copper in there overnight and come back in the morning to recover the cement silver. We filter through a cotton filter and collect all of our cement silver in the funnel. Next, we'll wash it several times with boiling hot water. We continue washing and stirring until the liquid passing through is completely clear. We knock our cement silver out of the funnel and into a baking pan. Pick out our cotton filter, then place it up on the hot plate to dry. When it is completely dried, we transfer it to this beaker. Add in a little borax as flux. Then get it into the crucible of our melting furnace. We're going to pour our silver shot into this stainless steel cup full of ice water. Now we can add 31.1 grams of silver shot to the melting dish, melt them with the torch, and pour out 1-ounce silver bars. We'll take our bar over to Lone Star Gold and Silver buyers to have it checked on the XRF analyzer. 100% clean silver. It was certainly a fun and profitable project. Mrs. Brenda was so happy with it that she asked us to refine some gold for her. But we'll save that for another video. I hope y'all enjoyed my shenanigans and possibly learned something you didn't already know. If so, feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Scrap Daddy 365.